Welcome to Amateur Xtreme Entertainment Podcast.
Ep2. Welcome. Amateur Extreme Entertainment Podcast, and it's time for your beer of the week. What we got this time, fellas?
Local brewery out of Oregon. I always mess up the name, but Ninkasi Brewing Company. Dawn of the Red.
Dawn of the Red. I like that. Nice play on words. Perfect for Halloween.
Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yes. Happy Halloween.
Happy, safe Halloween. All the parents out there stuck in the house with all these kids stuck in the house. Feel sorry for you guys.
Just throwing candy at kids. Sounds like a great time to me.
Yeah, pretty much. Throw candy at me. Yeah. Okay. So you might have noticed we are a brother short. We want to give a special shout out to our brother Daniel out there celebrating 9 years. So we will see you next week, bro. Make sure and tear one back for us because we're going to tear back 3 for you.
Congratulations, brother.
I am personally not a fan of IPAs. That is actually really good. And anybody that knows me personally or has drank with me knows that that's a very high compliment if I even drink it more than once. So that is very, very good.
I agree. I am not an IPA fan, but I do like red beers, and because I don't like IPAs because there's so many of them. Just make something different. But this, delicious, local, and look at the play on words. Dawn of the Red.
Right?
How about that?
Woo! Enjoy.
Spooky brew.
And it's only 7% alcohol.
What?
So you can have a few of these before everything kicks in.
A few or 7.
Yeah. 12 if you're not going anywhere.
Yes.
12 if you're just throwing candy at kids.
Mm-hmm. Because we don't ever want to drink and drive. We don't want to promote irresponsible living. Always drink responsibly.
That's all for this beer. I think.
Does anybody in the refined palate want to give a flavor profile on this beer? Because to me, beer just tastes like beer unless it's shitty beer, and then it tastes like shitty beer.
I mean, to tell you the truth, and I'm just going to be upfront about this. It tastes like a normal red beer to me. It tastes like a red IHOP beer. I've had different Red Hooks and things like that, and it tastes like it's not really the big difference.
Yeah,
but it's good.
No, I've never even had a Red Hook before. I'm a hard liquor drinker.
It's not as heavy as the Elysian Red, which is super good.
Yeah.
No offense. But this is a delicious one that's only out. This is like part of their seasonal beer, so you only have a short time to get these.
Realistically, pick it up before Thanksgiving.
Boom. Well, there you go, guys. That's the beer of the week. Dawn of the Red. Check it out. It's going to be I can't even say that, Niseka Brewing Company. But
Yeah, what is it?
Ninkasi.
Ninkasi Brewing Company out of Oregon. Shout out to y'all for making a good IPA.
And then thank you for joining us for this segment of Beer of the Week. Make sure you guys hit up that like and subscribe right up there. And we'll see you next week.
Welcome back. If you enjoyed what you just saw, remember, hit that like, subscribe, share, comment down below. We would love to see some comments because we have yet to get any comments yet except for like a thumbs up or some stuff like that.
But shout out to those 100 views that we got off that first episode. You guys are awesome.
Woo.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Make sure and hit that share as well because that share helps out. The views are awesome. We appreciate the views, but more views would be even more appreciated. And that can happen strictly by hitting that share button.
And unlike your elected officials, we are here to represent you.
And your vote counts.
Yes.
Yep, we want to know what you guys want to talk about on a weekly basis. What concerns you? What kind of things you think about when you're watching sports? Anything else? If there's something you guys want us to talk about, hit us up.
There's no parameters, man. This is an open forum. As you guys can tell, this is a very loosely formatted podcast. So please, by any means, or by all means, send all that in. Send in your comments, send in your feedback, everything, dude. We'll read everything. I have nothing else to do.
Yeah. Just been waiting to hear from you guys.
All right, time for some Amateur Extreme Entertainment football. And it's been a pretty crazy week, I know, because my team lost, but It's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
It's just one loss. No
It
big
happens.
deal. The internet's on fire. Fire the coach. Fire. But one loss, guys.
Yeah, right.
It is, the trade deadline is next week, so there should be a lot more to talk about next week.
Yep.
There's yet been much news to talk about.
Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole
Oh,
lot.
I just watched the Hawks games, and I watched DK Metcalf running like the
Oh
wind.
my God.
Man, that guy is fast. Woo!
Buda Baker just no. Stop. Where'd you come from? You're not supposed to be there.
Like, seriously, he ran him down like T2000. He really did.
And we were just talking about that last week, man. And
Mm-hmm.
boom, he just shows out like that.
Yep. That guy's awesome, man. He is must see TV.
And who? Why didn't he play? Who got the foul in the play? You guys remember? I don't.
You mean on his touchdown?
Yeah, on his touchdown.
It was David Moore that got the.
No, on the where he ran, he was going to get the guy. Was it? Oh yeah, on his touchdown. That's what it was.
Because that would
Yeah,
have
it was called back
sealed
for
the
a hold
game.
or
Yes,
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
David Moore with the hold.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But once again, their coach. I love it when a coach ices their own kicker.
Oh,
They
man.
won the game, but you called the timeout and you
Man.
iced your own kicker. I love it when coaches do that.
That was pretty good. That was pretty entertaining.
Big
Because
ups
I
to
was
you.
on the edge
Yeah,
of my
that
seat,
was-
like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
me too.
I was like, something's got to happen. And they called it, and I was like, oh, they're just going to kick it. But then he missed it, and I was like,
Yeah, I watched it all the way down to the end. I had Kyler Murray on my fantasy team, so I needed him to score a lot of points.
good stuff, good stuff.
Kenyon Drake did get injured in that game. Unfortunate for him. Unfortunate for many people's fantasy leagues. Another running back injury. Another guy down with a
What is it
ankle.
this year with the running backs? Well, I know running backs get hurt every year, but this year has been just
It's been brutal.
crazy.
Injuries, let alone.
ACLs,
Yeah.
ankle
Yeah.
injuries,
And
ACLs and
ankles.
ankles.
everything.
But see, that's a direct result of the concussion protocols and all that stuff, and not hitting up top and things like that. If you can't hit a guy in the head, can't hit him up top without risk of a penalty, where are you going to go?
You're tripping people up.
You're down
You're
your
going
legs.
low.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
One rumor there was Odell Beckham Jr. was on the trading block, and quarterback threw a pick, and he tried to run down to tackle the guy, ends up blowing out his ACL, done for the year. And there goes their trade capital for whatever they were going to do. I don't know what Cleveland was attempting to do. Yes, you have Jarvis Landry, and I don't remember the other wide receiver's name, but
It's Cleveland.
yeah.
It's Cleveland.
Yeah.
That is the luck of the Cleveland Browns right there, in a nutshell. So it is what it is. You hate to see it. I'm not an Odell Beckham fan. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody blow out their ACL because that'll ruin your entire career. But
That's another thing. Like
Mm.
these injuries, some of these could be career ending. Like Dak, that could be a career ender.
if not career ending, just career changing altogether. Because I mean, who's to say he comes back 100%?
No, he's gonna have to learn how to be a pocket passer.
Mhm.
And that's not an easy thing to learn.
Not at all.
But
So.
speaking of, since we're on the topic of Dallas,
Yes.
Andy Dalton got lit up,
Like a
knocked the
Christmas
F out, and not one of his teammates did anything about it.
tree. Nope. Nothing at all.
That team is dead. That is not a team. Like these guys, I wouldn't have even wanted to be on that plane flying home. Like,
Oh,
you
no.
flew to Washington to score 3 points. You
Just
didn't
kick the
protect
ball.
your quarterback after he got hit. Teddy Bridgewater got hit last night. It almost caused a brawl. That team cares. What's going on in Dallas? It ain't coaching.
I mean, this is the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, this has been going on for a while. This is the point the finger at everybody else type thing in Dallas. It's kind of their MO.
Yep.
But if I'm Andy Dalton, oh man, first time I walk back into that facility or in that locker room, everybody's hearing it, bro. Everybody's hearing it. Because there had to have been at least a few guys on that team, especially on that offense, that he has had some sort of interaction with at some point in his career. And just like you said, for me to go down and just get completely just trash like that, and for nobody to stand up for me. I'm the quarterback. Granted, I'm not your star quarterback. I'm not the guy you want to be a quarterback on your team, but I'm your quarterback at the same time.
Makes you maybe
You are the guy.
maybe he's kind of like a douche in real life, because nobody wants to get his back.
I
Like,
don't
that's
think.
usually
I don't
what
think. I don't
happens,
think
though.
Dalton's a douche in real
Yeah,
life, man.
Andy Dalton
Like,
doesn't strike me as the douche type guy. Maybe it's the red hair. I've never met a red haired douche before,
He
except for my
gets-
homeboy Mike.
He gets shit on enough, and I think he's just trying to prove, like, look, guys, I can actually play football.
Well, I mean, now after this, like I said, you got to go back in that locker room and you got to go in there with a chip on your shoulder, and you got to start just cutting the promo on some people.
But look where he was at. He had already gotten a safety once because of I think he fumbled the ball or somebody fumbled the ball. Ended up there was a safety. He was in his own end zone and almost got sacked. Ran out of there, ran for a first down. He was chugging. I'm like, that guy doesn't run. Boom! He got laid out, and not one person did anything. There should have been yellow flags
You
going
at least got
everywhere.
to shove somebody. You
Yeah.
at least got to shove somebody.
Yeah, none of you guys did anything. And now I don't even know like the third string quarter Gallup. It's not even Gallup. Whatever his name is. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody knows. Drop the name in the comments if you know the name
Yeah,
of the third string
any
quarterback
Dallas-
for the Dallas Cowboys.
Any Dallas fans, if you're out there,
I'm pretty sure there aren't
Talking
many
to you,
Dallas
Sam.
fans. I don't know many Dallas fans who be able to name off the third string quarterback. Like, I'm a hardcore Chiefs fan. I don't know who the hell the third string quarterback is because I don't plan on seeing my third string quarterback.
I already have enough bad feelings for our second string quarterback. So.
Yeah. Yeah, when something happens to Patrick Mahomes and we have to put Chad Henne in the game.
But you guguys have a stacked. You have a stacked team, so
Yeah.
hand off the ball. Hand off the ball.
But still, Chad Henne.
Crossing routes. I mean, you still got Kelsey
You run the ball.
Yes, you run the ball and you throw it to
check
Kelsey.
down to Travis Kelsey all day.
and hope he'll break.
But we're not
straight.
putting that in the ether because nothing's going to happen to Patrick Mahomes because he is the golden child. He's the Steph Curry of football. And I hate Steph Curry, but it's a proper analogy because they are both generational talents. Yes, we don't need anything to happen to our star quarterback. Dallas's third string, on the other hand, is bound to happen.
If they're trying to fight for first round or the number one pick with the Jets, you're already 2 games behind and you're not catching up because the Jets are all in for I don't even know who because Trevor Lawrence now. First he didn't say if he was going to commit to playing football or the draft. Now all of a sudden he's got COVID. Look what.
How bad does your team suck when the no-brain first-round draft pick is like, oh, these guys are probably the ones to get me? Damn, I think I want to take up lacrosse, and I think I might have COVID. Yeah, like
Just like last year. I didn't want to go there last year. I still don't want to go there.
yeah, exactly. Who really wants to play for the Jets? Who really wants to play for the Jets? There's people in New York don't want to play for the Jets. Mark Sanchez don't want to play for the Jets, and that was the only place where Mark Sanchez was halfway decent.
It's to the point now people don't even want Jets players on their team. I mean, Sam Darnold, like, take him. And, like, nobody's like, nope.
We can get rid of the Jets. I mean, hey.
Just get rid of the whole team.
Yeah.
Aren't they? They're already sharing a stadium with the Giants, right?
There you go.
The New
I
York
think they
Jets
are
are the Los Angeles Clippers of the NFL. And I said what the hell I said.
You heard it today,
You heard it here.
right here,
You heard it from me.
on Halloween, and that's some scary shit.
And if you want to hear
Just
more
like
of it,
being drafted.
make sure you like and subscribe.
Yes, that part right there. If there are any New York Jets fans out there,
They don't have the internet anyway.
yeah. You guys watching this on dial-up?
At
On
least
their
be like the
PFO?
Bills fans and like powerbomb each other. Do something to
Oh,
entertain the rest of us and yourselves because you're not getting entertained watching football in New Jersey. At least you guys got hockey, eh?
We're about to have hockey.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got a new hockey team, right?
That'll be a whole nother segment coming in season 2 or 3 of the podcast.
We'll probably have somebody else sitting in this seat because I don't watch hockey. I don't know the first damn thing about hockey other than Steve Eiserman is the man. That's about it.
Where are we going to find somebody in Washington that actually watches hockey because we don't have a hockey team?
The one thing I know about hockey is Jericho's dad used to be a famous
There
hockey
you go.
player.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's
Like-
dad played hockey. That's as much as we know about hockey.
You heard that here today, too.
Yep.
Like, subscribe, share, comment below. If you know a famous hockey player, or if you're in Washington and actually know anything about hockey,
Or if you
We
are
might-
a hockey player, let us know. What the hell are you thinking playing hockey?
we can put you in box right behind us.
Yeah.
Small boxes.
Yep. You could be here via Skype or something, or maybe we just put a
Could've-
picture of your stupid face up here, and everybody can look at you and see what a real hockey player looks like.
Make sure you're missing teeth, though. Like old school hockey player.
Yeah. Some goons out there. You pull somebody's shirt over here, you punch them in the face,
Yeah, that was a great
and they
movie.
put you in the penalty box, and you go drink maple syrup out of a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah, and it was actually whiskey in that Gatorade bottle
It's maple flavored whiskey because they're Canadian.
because of Canadians.
Yep.
I see what you did there.
Right.
Hey,
Shout out to Lance Storm, my favorite
Oh.
Canadian.
Impact players.
Damn right. Now let's be serious for a moment. Like, share, and subscribe.
Comment, too.
Yeah.
Below.
Like
Comment.
that.
Don't be
Like that.
scared to comment.
Nope.
I know a lot of you people don't want to comment just because I don't want to comment on there, but just do it. Come
Unless,
on.
unless it's stupid, like nobody's gonna know that you commented unless they go through the comments. But if it's stupid, then I'll probably like screenshot it and then like make fun of it. So, but it's all entertainment,
And if you keep doing it, then you could just have your own segment, comedy.
right?
right?
You put enough stupid comments in the comments, and we might do a mailbag segment where we read and respond to some of these comments live right here for you, for pleasure. If you play your cards right, but in order to do that, you gotta like, subscribe, hit the comments.
We could have a giveaway for random stupid questions.
I'm gonna give away a response to your comments once you like and share and subscribe, and put comments down below.
Well played. Well played.
Yes.
I like
That
that.
was
First 5 people that comment get a reply, free of charge.
free of charge.
You're 6, you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, if you're number 6, you better wait until next week.
So that means you got to subscribe.
Yeah, and then hit the notification bell so that way you know whenever next week happens.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
So, being a Chiefs fan, have you guys? I don't think you guys need to do anything during the trade deadline here because you guys are pretty
No.
much stacked.
No, we don't need to do anything at all. Just rest and get plenty of rest and plenty of rest. That's pretty much it.
Put ketchup all over your steak.
I'm so much of a Chiefs fan, and I am so not concerned with this season that I don't even know who the hell we're playing this week because it doesn't matter because Chiefs gonna win. There's some stupid Raiders fan out there that's gonna say something. Be like, "Oh, you guys lost to the Raiders." Nobody cares. Okay, you're the Oakland Raiders.
Oh.
Oakland Raiders.
You don't know because you guys are playing the Jets.
Oh, that's right.
You guys are 19 and a half point favorites.
Ooh, ooh.
That's a big favorite.
Jet,
Mm.
out any Jet fan watching this, how do yes, it's
Get
there's
Mark
one.
Sanchez on the
How do you
phone.
feel about that?
19 and a half point dog. Come on, bro. That's as Vince McMahon once said, no chance in hell of beating the Kansas City Chiefs.
What he should do is step into my office. You're fired.
Yeah, you're double fired. Double fired in front of everybody with no pink slip. Just straight to the face, yelled, fired.
Like if they could make the XFL into a developmental league and like 2 teams move up,
Bro,
2 teams move
bro,
down, the
bro,
Jets would just
bro.
stay.
You're talking way too big right now. The world is not ready for an idea of that magnitude. That is an excellent idea.
It
That
is
was
here.
pre-COVID
That is an
idea.
excellent
that was
idea.
cool before.
That was an excellent idea.
I come up with them all the time. It's usually alcohol related.
Yeah. Shout out to Dawn of the Red.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Cassie Brewing Company,
Yep.
Eugene, Oregon,
Eugene, Oregon.
Pacific Northwest.
Holla back.
So you guys haven't done anything, but the Seahawks traded a 7th rounder and center that we picked up during the offseason from the Pittsburgh Steelers that wasn't all pro that has not even like he's seen as much field time as we have. Like the guy hasn't played anything. Like,
I'm pretty sure I could go out and light it up, so let's not cast those kind of aspersions. Don't let the dad bod fool you.
I'm just saying, like
Just saying.
he was a center. They moved him at a guard. Each one of the tackles guards, like they tried to fit him in. He didn't work. We traded him in a 7th rounder that we got along in our Jamal Adams trade.
Yeah.
Which was another great pickup. And he just needs to get healthy. But Seahawks picked up All-Pro Carlos Dunlop to add to the problems on the edge because Bruce Irvin got hurt and there's just been a gap. Rasheem Green also got hurt, so we've been depleted at defensive end, relying on linebackers to do blitzes and stuff like that. Hasn't really worked out. So he's got to go through this COVID thing. So we won't know until a couple weeks from now. Should be interesting. We got the Niners this week in Seattle with an empty stadium.
How you guys feeling about, or how you feeling about that? I shouldn't say you guys, because I want to assume you speak for all Seahawks fans.
They're big division rivals, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How you feel about that?
I think we're just going to take it home.
Speaking of the 49ers and division rivals, since when did everybody around here become 49ers fans? Explain to me that.
When the Seahawks started going good.
Okay, then when
At the same time they became Seahawks fans.
When did everybody become Raiders fans too? Because I see more Raiders and 49ers than I do Seahawks.
Actually, those are the big ones you'll see up here in Washington. Are Raiders
I don't understand it. I don't
and
understand
49ers,
it.
like, you know, or Green Bay too. Those are the 3 that you'll see here.
Which is weird because like I get the Raiders, Niners, like right across from the river from each other or the bay, whatever, and they've all moved up here and or they were here and they didn't want to be Seahawks fans because we were shitty at one point in time. In case some of you guys didn't know this.
Hasselback days.
Oh, no. Prior to that, like the AFC days.
Oh man, I was watching
back when they were division rivals.
We did okay. But...
Dave Craig.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he ended up going to play for you guys too, didn't he? Yeah. But so did Joe Montana.
Yeah, you're damn right. That's when I became a Chiefs fan.
Didn't
5 years old? No, 6 years old. 6 years old, and we get Joe Montana and Marcus Allen on the same team. You really think I'm going to root against those guys? Hell no. Chiefs all day.
We had Warren Moon.
For
1 year.
Warren Moon was the guy.
That was dope, man. And I
still
have
Warren
the jersey.
For a year,
I might break it out for you guys.
Fun fact, Warren Moon's last season in the NFL, he played for the Kansas City Chiefs.
We also had Jerry Rice at one point in time.
Yeah, those were good days. Those were good days. When a past his prime, Jerry Rice is still better than everybody on your team, that's telling you a whole lot. Because Jerry Rice was like 75 when he played for the Seattle Seahawks. Something like that.
Just about, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you go back and watch the highlights on ESPN Classic, because that's the only place to see Jerry Rice at, you'll see them wheeling the IV behind him down the sidelines.
And they had the huge pads.
Right?
And they could just like literally waffle
18-inch thick shoulder pads.
It looked like NFL Blitz, but just in real life.
Right? The late 80s, early 90s. Those were the days, weren't they?
Remember this 20 years from now when the NFL is just flag football.
Digital flag football. It's just avatars on a screen. It's basically Madden where you don't get to hold the controller.
The players will actually be at home playing as themselves.
Yep. Right. Yep. You'll see it. It'll be just a big ass screen like a Thunderdome, and you'll see a bunch of different faces and zoom windows. You'll see those zoom windows move around like on the playboards and shit. It'd be awesome.
And they won't even look like their avatar.
Nope. You see Patrick Mahomes all fat with like a triple chin and fucked up facial hair.
Actually, those
Double
pictures
horns.
went around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the double horns, he's grown his afro out to like 1976.
So what you're saying is it's going to be a mix of Fortnite and football?
Yeah, pretty much. It's going to be Fortnite and football.
Yeah.
There you go.
EA Sports, get on it. And before you do, make sure and cut the check.
And remember this
like
date.
And subscribe.
10/30/2020. That was our intellectual property.
Exactly. You heard it here first.
This is documented.
You heard it here first. That's the next step. Because I don't think COVID's going anywhere.
We don't know that though. There are so many possibilities in 2020.
Yeah, 2020 is still not done yet. October flew by, but I don't think 2020 is done yet.
Nope.
But as long as we are holding the Lombardi at the end of the year, I don't care about anything else.
As long as we get to that. Who was it? The Vikings, New England, and the Chargers all now have confirmed COVID cases. So, you know, it's just
Bunch of super spreaders
branching
Those are
out.
there.
And it makes me wonder, why didn't they just keep all the NFL players in like a handful of places? And since you don't have fans in most of the stands, like Seattle, apparently we're not going to have fans at all this season, from what I've heard, which is whack.
Well, people don't want to cover their cough, man. That's what that is. People out there super spreading, not wearing their damn mask, not washing their hands, touching shit.
NFL could be making money just with.
Exactly. You know how long I've been looking for the last like month to find a good Chiefs face mask, and all the ones I see are all stupid. And I don't want to wear them. Like those little gator things. We need some of those, man. You guys need to go ahead and embrace it already.
Yep.
I mean, you still got social distancing.
Yep. I mean, football is the perfect social distancing sport.
I mean,
Because what happens in football when somebody is not social distancing? They get hit.
I'm telling you, man. I used to collect bow ties. I'm collecting face masks.
Oh, yeah, me
now.
too. Me too.
You go on Amazon, they come in like 6-packs of all kinds of shit.
Yep.
I've specialized branded face masks. We're not going to put that plug on there because nobody's cutting the check, but y'all know.
All right.
I've thought about that, but I don't have a shirt press.
I know a guy.
I know a guy too, or I know a
guy
girl.
I know a guy that knows a guy that's dating a girl, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe we know the same guy that's dating the same girl. Could
Yeah.
be.
You never know.
We never know.
I would
We'll
hope
find
not.
out after a commercial break. But
Stay tuned. All right. So, I don't know about you guys. This is the moment I've been waiting for all week. But it is time for your powwow of the week with the Chief. So, in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to get a little bit of spooky here. You guys want to be scared? Because this week, we have count them, 3 different strains for the powwow of the week. And we'll, if my wonderful colleague here would do so nicely as to throw them up on the screen. We got the Jack Harrow here. We got the Cali Kush right here. And we got the gas mask right there.
gas mask. That's
So, yeah, we're going to get spooky today. We're going to see exactly where this mothership goes. Right?
Right. Huh.
Dude, half these kids out there won't even know what a gas mask is because they've been they've grown up in the oil age.
Yeah, you kids are spoiled, man. Like, man, I don't know. I'm gonna date myself completely, but I don't care. I'm 34 years old. Whatever happened to like knife hits, shit like that? Kids today never know anything about knife hits. None of that shit.
Yeah, knifers are.
What's wrong with these knives in the drawer? What happened to them?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Dad, why are these butter knives all black on the end? Why do you keep
Stuck them in a socket?
Why is there a toilet paper roll in the kitchen? Who cut this 2-liter bottle in half? Like,
Why does he keep falling out of the freezer every time I go in for a fucking or those pop things?
So I think what we're going to talk about for Powwow of the Week is your favorite Halloween or scary movie, or what's the difference here? Because
yeah, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there right now who is powwowing and getting ready to, or has already watched a scary movie. It's October, dude. It's kind of the standard. If you don't at least powwow and scary movie at least once in October, what the hell are you doing with yourself?
Netflixing and chilling.
But Netflix and chill takes on a whole nother vibe in October because you got to go scary movies.
Scary movie, and that's what I'm saying. Like the different,
You jump in my arms.
but it's like, you know, you gotta look at like Three from Hell, or you know, those type of movies. Are those Halloween movies, or are they just scary movies?
See, I've run into that same discussion before.
Because you got like, what is it?
Some people are very picky about what they watch on Halloween.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Christmas movie or Halloween movie?
Oh,
Halloween movie
don't
for
start,
me, bro.
Don't start with that. It's a Halloween movie.
Yeah, exactly. For me, too. But other people would take it different.
Yeah, because Christmas, it's Die Hard. Come on.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Die Hard on Christmas,
Exactly.
you're un-American.
Don't be un-American.
No, don't be un-American.
And if you happen to watch the show in a different country,
start watching Die Hard on Christmas.
Every
like
time we
everybody
make an overtly American reference, I want all you people in foreign countries to do whatever the equivalent is of a shot wherever you're from. So if you're from Canada, every time we say something like overtly south of the Canadian border American, like take a shot of maple syrup or something.
Like A?
Say, hey, there's a moose loose about the hoose, eh?
Walked outside and there's a hockey game, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, you know Stu and Brett and Owen. I wasn't even there, it was Owen.
I thought Chris Jericho was here for a second.
Right.
Damn.
yeah, don't you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, there's different levels. You got your slasher movies. You got your just obscure horror. You got your comedy horror.
What defines a slasher movie? Does somebody
Blood and
have
guts.
Does some okay?
Just
Okay, like I was saying, does somebody
I would
actually have to
say
be slashed with a weapon?
Cutting, yeah, exactly.
it literally doesn't have any plot line behind it other than the fact that there's gruesome killings and bloodshed and
Well, and you know, actually though, I started watching Black Mirror now that we're talking about this.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
buddy, I started.
that first episode.
Oh damn it! We forgot to cue the sexy music whenever I started licking the blunt to seal it. Damn it!
Damn.
We always do this.
Oh, you know, that was good, man. I like it. They're like every time I'm like, it's like a small little movie, and I'm like, all right, what's the crazy thing about this one?
Yeah.
Like, and at first you're like, you don't see anything, and you're like, oh, what's going on, man? I thought this was gonna be, and then all of a sudden it just like comes in.
It just mutates into something like, what in the hell did I just get myself into?
Yeah.
If you guys still haven't watched, like,
I'm only.
we're not plugging it, but you got to go see it. Like,
We are, but we aren't.
Yeah, we are, but we aren't.
Unofficially,
because nobody has in fact cut the check.
I would bypass the movie. Don't do the movie thing. It's like a pick your own adventure thing, and it just.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they have
There's a
it's
movie?
a Netflix movie.
Oh.
Based, it's under the same umbrella, but it's a choose your own adventure
Oh,
movie.
They interact
I
with
saw
the new
that.
stuff they got.
Bandersnatch.
Yeah, I think I saw something like that.
It's cool, but it just
If I wanted
drags
to
on
read a
because
Goosebumps book, I would read a Goosebumps.
well, then you want to go back and like switch.
Yeah,
So
of
like you
course.
watch the movie, well, I didn't like the ending, so you flip back. Well, does it change this way? And then like
Yeah.
it just loops, crisscrosses, and then the next thing you know, like 4.5 hours out of your day is just gone. And I'm like, I could have done that watching like a different show.
And it has multiple endings.
You could have
so you're like,
watched-
what's the real ending?
You could have watched one episode of Monday Night Raw.
That would have been
I would have been,
waste of time.
I would have been asleep by then anyway. I would have got a great night's sleep. I'd
Right.
just say that. I haven't watched a Monday Night Raw in I don't even know how long.
Remember when we were kids and like Monday night was for Monday Night Raw and not Monday Night Football? And now that we're adults with our adult eyes and our markish minds, I would much rather watch Monday Night Football than Monday Night Raw.
See, I'm gonna date myself because I'm 10 years older than you. So it wasn't necessarily Monday Night Raw. It was WCW Nitro.
Oh yeah, well yeah, of course.
It was the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, same here. When I was a kid, that was the same thing. Monday Nitro came on at 5, went until 8. Raw came on at 8, went until 11, and then again Nitro came on again at 8, and
Yep.
then at 11.
TNT just
I started watching wrestling in literally probably about a year and a
crazy. I
I
grew up.
started,
Yeah.
I want to say the first match I remember seeing on TV for WCW, and I might be getting my memory messed up. Somebody out there will correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say it was Too Cold Scorpio versus Sting at like Clash of the Champions or some shit like that. And I want to say they were doing clashes like boom, boom, boom.
Clash of
It was
Champions
almost like
happened-
a weekly show at that point.
Clash of Champions happened 4 times a year.
Yeah, that was
That's-
one of the first matches I ever saw. Too Cold Scorpio versus Sting, and it was like, whoa, this guy with blonde, like bleach blonde hair. I've never seen that before. He's got face paint on it. Who's this guy
See,
doing
and
all
that's
this
the thing is I saw
flippy shit?
WWE and I started watching
Yeah.
that, and then every once in a while I would catch other stuff like on the weekends, like catch some WCW on the weekend, and I'll be like, what's this? What's this? You know, like I didn't know a whole lot about wrestling when I was a kid.
Yeah, my first WWF match I saw was the British Bulldog against somebody. I just remember it was a British Bulldog. It was when he had the braids.
I don't even remember my first WWF match, but I remember the first wrestling match I watched was Clash of the Champions, and it was Brian Pillman against Jushin Thunder Liger.
Flying
And
Brian.
like, here's this dude with this crazy mask. Like, if you don't know who Jushin Thunder Liger is, you got to check him out.
Throw him up on the wall.
Crazy dude. Like, he's a legend.
We're
in
gonna do
professional
powwow
wrestling.
and wrestling this week together, obviously.
Obviously, because
The horror
the
movie
blunt
thing
took
just
us from
went
horror
off.
movies
out
to
the window.
wrestling. It is what it is. It's the power of the blunt, yo.
Huh. You don't get to choose. The blunt chooses for you.
Right? This is a blunt choose your own adventure.
Interactive.
Yep, it's an interactive blunt. We're gonna
Back in
choose
the 90s,
adventure for
wrestling was on every day except for Tuesday.
you. Yep. Those, man, that shit was awesome. I thought it was like that for everybody. I didn't realize that it was that TV worked regionally like that.
Right.
I thought everybody got to see Nitro twice on Monday, and then Raw live on Monday, and then Tuesday you got the Raw replay on Tuesday. Wednesday you would get WCW Worldwide would come on Wednesday sometimes, and then Thursday Thunder. SmackDown aired on Thursday when that came around.
Yep.
And then
Friday was ECW.
yeah, Friday ECW, Saturday ECW
Saturday night.
rerun. Yeah, Saturday morning you got WCW Worldwide,
Yep,
and
Worldwide.
then,
And then you had, like,
Saturday night at 3
Yep. like
because
Saturday,
it aired at 6
yep.
on the East Coast, and then you got it again at 6 because it aired at 9 for the rerun on the East Coast.
Yep. WCW Saturday night.
Yep, Saturday night. What was the other one? They had
And
a
then you had
Sunday- Shotgun Saturday night, and then
the WWE All Stars on Sunday. which was
Superstars
like
on Sundays.
Superstars.
and then
Worldwide showed on Sundays here.
Yeah.
WCW.
yeah, after a
Worldwide.
while it did, but when it first started out, it was on Wednesdays. That's where we saw Rey Mysterio become the Giant Killer on WCW Worldwide.
And then they took his mask and they gave it back to him. Vince, that's cool.
Honestly, if they use that same booking philosophy for the B shows that they have and actually aired them, it would probably work out a lot better for their main shows. You remember Worldwide and Saturday night, you would see guys like Barry Horowitz, the Magic Man.
Pat himself on the back.
Shout out to Barry Horowitz.
Shark Boy.
Yeah.
The super jobbers, but
Yep.
they were out there every week.
Was it
Talented too.
Was it Barry Darso? Wasn't he the guardian angel? Wasn't it him?
Yep. WWE had the Brooklyn Brawler.
Shit. Big Boss Man got over just as Ray Traylor just because of WCW Saturday night.
And then he became part of the NWO.
Yeah, and completely just flushed him down the toilet. Those shows were awesome. Those were some of my best memories of watching wrestling as a kid. Saturdays and Sundays was my shit. You got to see all the good matches.
That's why I grew up liking the Braves, because wrestling was on, and then they
Yep.
went into it. 'Cause
Exactly.
Ted Turner owned all of that shit, man.
Ted Turner ran the whole damn TV until 8 o'clock on Monday night.
You had the Hawks basketball on there.
Yep.
You had the Atlanta Falcons every once in a while because Deion Sanders was double sporting it, and then you had the Braves, wrestling. Every once in a while they would throw a movie
all
in
the
there.
cartoons used to be on TBS when we were kids. During Christmas time, they own it with A Christmas Story and all that shit, and then TNT as well. NBA on TNT. Like Ted Turner ruled television when we were kids, except for Monday nights at 8:00, which is why it worked out for them to jump on at 5, because people like me did not miss that 5:00 time. I remember riding home from football practice in full pads with cleats on my bike, just sweating my ass off, trying to hurry up and get home, so I did not miss the jump off of Monday Nitro, just to sit there and watch Hulk Hogan cut a 25-minute promo about absolutely nothing at all.
Mean Gene. Well, Mean Gene.
You tapping out already?
Yeah.
3 different kinds of pow in the wow.
Woo! You have seen it here, October 30th, 2020. The Tap Out. If you like that,
Yeah,
like,
go ahead.
subscribe,
Go ahead.
follow,
Yep.
comment for sure down below.
For sure.
That's a super dang good tap out too. Trust me.
If you have any suggestions for next week's powwow, put them in the comments, and I will be sure to look into those, most definitely.
So did and you guys watch
Give us
it?
your best shot.
I did watch bits and pieces of AEW.
Thoughts?
Again, MJF did not wrestle.
And
But-
see, I was just about to say, I unfortunately was working on Wednesday, so I did not catch AEW live, and didn't make the time today before we started recording here to go back and watch. But I can pretty much guess what happened. MJF's not going to wrestle. The best friends wrestled.
To the
right?
pay-per-view.
Or were they on?
He'll wrestle at the pay-per-view against.
Not pay per view next week.
Oh, is it next week? I
Yeah.
thought it was at Fight Fest
Mm-mm.
against Chris Jericho. No, that's at Fight Fest.
Fighter
Him
Fest.
and Fighter Fest. It's him and Chris Jericho next week. Tag team match.
Yeah, not
Him
Fight
and
Fest.
Wardlow
Full
against
Gear, you mean?
Whatever
Fight Fest was earlier
it is. I don't
this
know,
year.
man.
Yeah, Full Gear is what he's talking about.
That's a horrible name for a pay-per-view. Full Gear.
But
Yeah.
it's just,
Why would you fight in Full Gear?
it's just, yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
Sammy Guevara and Ortiz. They're not doing Ortiz and Santana. No, it's going to be Sammy Guevara and Ortiz.
That's and just because they played it out in the whole segment. Did you see the segment? Yeah. It's what it is. Because it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be about their personal issues, not their. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the point. Is he doesn't feel like he has any problem with him joining in the circle. That's why Ortiz is now a part of it.
And Matt Hardy's going to jump Sammy Guevara because they already have a heat going.
A real heat too, like like that heat where you would jump every motherfucker every time you got a chance to.
That you almost killed me and cracked my skull open heat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, and I already know Matt's like, all right, well, you did that to me, I might as well sit around and make you a star.
Matt Hardy has enough of a rep and enough of a cachet that if I was Matt Hardy, I would just go ahead and just shoot on that kid and just beat his ass for real, the way he obviously wants to, and just deal with it.
Make him a superstar.
Just deal with it. Yeah.
That's basically what he's doing.
Yeah. Get to your blow off at Full Gear, whatever the hell, Fighter Fest, whatever the hell you guys are gonna call it, and just go and just legit just beat the shit out of this guy and have it be a real legit ass fight and have that be the way that Matt Hardy goes out. Because quite honestly, I love Matt Hardy. Watched him since the beginning of his career. I don't want to see Matt Hardy continue to just do stupid shit for the rest of his career. I want to see him go out on a high note, put on some good matches, not do a bunch of silly goddamn garbage, and just be the Matt Hardy that we all know and love. Be version 1.
I still think the Broken Universe was the dopest.
Oh man, do you not remember the Matt Facts?
Yeah, but that character was like something that nothing was going on at that point in time. Like,
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing that sucks about it is
and he
once
sucked the crowd.
once it stopped, it couldn't go back to what it was.
Exactly. Once
You know what I
once you
mean?
stop it, you can't get it back started again.
Yeah, exactly. rolling. It was rolling all the way up to with Ring of Honor. Right up into the night, they turned around and went to WWE the next day.
The next day
for WrestleMania.
The next day, and the horrible part is that everybody said that it was going to happen exactly the way that it happened.
Yeah,
and they did it anyway.
Yep, and you know,
and they did it
got
anyway.
in the company, and everything got wasted, and they
on
had
the
this
on the
horrible
first
fucking
day.
time. And...
On the first day, it goes away.
Yep,
because of lawsuits.
Yeah. Watch WrestleMania that day when it happened, and as soon as he started doing the delete shit, they shut him down.
Yep.
Switch the camera angle, cut the audio, find some, give him the we're not doing that.
And you know what? That's actually another reason why I like AEW over WWE is they don't sweat small little bullshit. They don't care, man. Like talking about other companies and you know what I mean. Like this week, just for example, they've done it a few times, but they've defended the women's NWA title on their show, like a whole different company's belt.
Yeah, but to the
relationship, yeah.
But to the casual person now, if that's the one thing that I liked on your program, then I know that I have to go to this other place to see that again.
Fuck yeah, that's great for
that puts more eyes on your competitor.
Right. But then same thing with other talent that goes there.
Yeah, but I'm saying on the other hand, if you're going to do the cross promotion, you want the cross promotion to get over, but you don't want it to get over better than your shit, because then people are looking at your program looking for that product, and then when you go across to the other side, okay, well now their people are coming over here. Well, now you guys have to hold up to that standard.
See, but that's just all that is just the element of fear. That's all that becomes is fear from somebody else. Like you are afraid of true competition if you are able to. No. That's what I'm saying. You invite the competition in. You invite that.
Yeah, I'm saying yes. Invite that competition, but make sure that you don't let that competition show you up on your home turf.
I guess.
And then whenever you go over there on their home turf, I mean, yes, if you're the visitor, you want to go and do better than the people that invited you. But at the same time, when it's time to defend your own ship, you got to do that. I get what you're doing. Yeah, that's admirable. That's great. I love that idea. But at the same time, when that ends up being the best thing on your program, then that just shows, well, we're cool with these guys, but low-key, these guys are better than us.
And it buries their own women's division by putting that other company, but that other company's not doing anything, so I don't see them as really competition.
Right.
Kind of like Kenny Omega flashing the AAA Triple Crown belt that he currently owns.
If it's not going to be something that's canon in your system, then why even bring it up? Why even bring it up? I mean, the people that know about those things, the people that know those stats will care about it. But
I think it's a different level for something. It's like, so when you, as far as the company goes, and like I said, the thing that you have to understand that's completely different about AEW than, say, WWE is they're training talent when they come in the door how to maintain and handle their own brands. Like they're helping people, like, and and that's what they talk about. All these little guys that come in that are on dark and stuff. We came in here, man. They're showing us how to build our brand. They're showing us how to be better promoters of ourselves and our own product, and that's what the wrestling industry needs. We need people that become real fucking characters behind, the kayfabe of it. That's what it was. Those people that have done just the best. Ric Flair. Ric Flair is motherfucking Ric Flair. And that's how he is every fucking day of the year.
Yeah.
Like, that's the same thing as they're teaching these people how to do that, how to make their brands into something else, how to be the new MJF. MJF figured that shit out, Like,
but not everybody is doing that though. Not everybody.
That's my point.
Not everybody. Everybody is building their brand, but like you said, like Ric Flair was. It's not. He was Ric Flair. He is Ric Flair.
That's what I'm saying.
There is no differentiating anything.
Unless it's Jay Lethal.
If you see him taking a shit, he's still Ric Flair. If you see him in the ring, he is still Ric Flair. Same with MJF.
That's what I'm saying.
Same with MJF. You see him walking through the airport, he is still that guy. He's not, he's not being MJF and then 20 minutes later jumping on Twitter. Oh, well, just want to, good show, everybody, and let's all hug. No, dude, like you didn't. I didn't grow up on that shit. Like I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. Like, I get it. It happens naturally. But if you're going to build that brand, you have to stick to that brand. You have to stick to that brand. Like, I love the cross promotion. I love the I don't want to call it a farm system, but I love the business model, the business rub. Yes, I get it. I appreciate it. But on the wrestling side of it, you have like that would get your brand over even more if you were more dedicated to it.
And there'd be
inside and out of the ring.
There'd be more talent coming in from Japan if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic, because like they've already said Mox, Kojima. So I don't even know why.
There's a lot of guys on both sides, a lot of guys and girls on both sides of the aisle that we haven't seen strictly because of COVID and the travel restrictions and everything else.
PAC's back next week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, slowly but surely, things will get better. But in the interim, a lot of the stuff that we've seen in the interim of this pandemic, just in wrestling alone, has been, you kind of got to take what you can get. I mean, a lot of the top people that we've seen, like I said, are stuck overseas and whatnot.
Or you have people that are up and coming talent that got pushed, get injured.
Yeah, injuries.
Statlander. What's her name? That Abaddon chick.
Yeah. Yep, she just got injured. Yep. But Statlander's about back though. She was talking about less than a month about being back. I mean, I actually seen her on the Masked Wrestler because I watched the fucking first episode of that. That wasn't too bad either. That was pretty good. I didn't know either. I didn't know who the guy that got a mask was, but people were talking because obviously it's kind of some of that lower level talent, like Joey Janela, all those people running through there for independent circuit was.
I like how AEW is doing like old school stuff, like the street fight, the dog collar match, and they just had a lumberjack match. Could have been better. Like, you guys didn't completely surround the ring, and they didn't have belts, but they had some cool spots. Check it out. Not a low key plug.
All right, I think that's everything for wrestling and powwow of the week this week.
Yeah, the powwow is done, and shit.
Make sure you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment.
Thank you.
Halloween facts. Just 2 of them I found.
Yeah.
Harry Houdini died on Halloween, 1926. Somebody punched him in the gut.
Fucking serious.
Yeah.
He died of his gut punch.
Yeah, somebody caught him off guard. Like, one of his things was like, he would let people punch him. Somebody sucker punched him and ruptured his appendix.
Wow. The same guy that got out of the water torture thing.
Yep.
Got taken out with a gut punch.
Yep. Died of gangrene and periodontosis, whatever it's called.
Wow.
That's
a disappointment. I expected Harry Houdini to die of old age or something. Like he got shot or some shit. Failing a magic trick. Like, you got punched in the stomach and died. Like, that's. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. If anybody from Harry Houdini's family is watching, sorry, but that's a bitch move right there. You got taken out by a gut punch, bro. How many times have been punched in the stomach? You got taken out by one? Nah, dude. You're fired.
Wonder what happened to the guy that actually punched him in the gut.
Right.
According to folklore, if you see a spider on Halloween, that's an omen that one of your passed on family members is watching over you.
I don't think that counts here in Washington State because
everywhere.
Spiders are everywhere. Everybody that lives here knows that.
nobody would be on Pornhub at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's looking at me?
Exactly. Look around right now. I'm pretty sure there's a spider somewhere in your house right now, or somewhere right outside your window.
And if you
They're
don't see it,
everywhere.
it's looking at you.
Yeah, exactly.
You still.
That spider and your dead grandpa are both watching you masturbate. It's horrible.
That's probably why your dead grandpa's watching you masturbate, because he misses black and white porn. He grew up with like the silent film. Stroke it and goes to, oh.
I couldn't, man. I couldn't. Like, could you imagine like the difference between now and then?
Like the flip books.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
I remember.
Trying to go real fast. Oh, shit.
Look at that, all in one podcast. You get a little bit of sushi on there too. Nice.
This took a turn for the worse, didn't it?
Right.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Right. Shit. So I believe we had a public service announcement to make. So gather around and listen up.
Yes, gather around, because 'tis that time. It's election time. We already know that. Next week, it should be all over, but it won't be, unfortunately. Many of you guys probably still have like one of these laying around, not knowing what to do, because 4 years later, we still have a shit sandwich in front of us.
Yep.
That was the punchline. There's nothing else to that. It's a shit sandwich.
But what should you do with your vote is the question.
It is your voice. It is your voice. People will tell you, like, you might want to just sit back. Nobody ever hears me. It doesn't matter if anybody hears you. You are doing what's the word I'm looking for?
Your civic duty.
Not just your civic duty, but for your own good. Like, just because nobody else hears it doesn't mean that you're not hearing it. You're not.
Personal satisfaction is highly underrated.
Right. People get beat down at work. People get beat down in real life. But like, if you can feel good about yourself doing something, like, yes, I did something. I don't know if it was good. I don't know if it was bad. I still did something.
Yep.
That's, get up in the morning, make your bed. You started off accomplishing a task. You started off the day, look, I did something good. And you just keep rolling with that instead of just getting up, rolling out, and like dragging ass through the day. At least if you get something knocked off, you can say at the end of the day, I did something. Today wasn't just a complete waste.
Or you tried.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I will never shit on anybody for trying. Make that a
That's right.
statement. As long as you try, I will always be there for you. I'll always be your friend.
And that is your voice. And don't let anybody else try to put down your voice or say, no, your voice doesn't matter. Your voice doesn't count. Or, if you decide to vote not for, one side or the other, that, it doesn't matter. It does matter. It matters to you, and it matters to other people around you. Like, you don't have to vote for the ass or the elephant. You can vote for the porcupine and stick it to both of them. There are other options on that ballot. Third party,
Nice pun, by the way.
I know, I worked on that. I worked on that quite a bit.
Like and subscribe.
For more hit and miss puns like that. Like and subscribe.
Most of the time my puns are a miss, but
That one was pretty good.
because most of the time my girlfriend's like, just stop, just quit that. Just
Somebody's
stop."
dad out there just popped. Like, he's laughing his ass off
Right.
at that joke. Honey, come listen to this. Come listen to this.
But we're in this shit show because 90 million people didn't vote last time. 127 million people voted and got us where we're at here. Even if 3/4 of those 90 million voted for the third party candidate, that person would have won by 12 million votes. And we would be in a total different situation right here. So you can't say that like, oh, well, like these two, they're in charge. But no, we We, the people, are in charge. And it's time that we need to let them know that we're in charge and we're tired of their shit. We take old folks' cars away when they get to a certain age, but we'll reelect them to be in charge of all of us? What do they know about what a 25-year-old is going through? Absolutely shit.
I personally believe the whole system itself is flawed. I mean, it just needs a whole restructure and redesign. You know, I feel like that you got all these people sitting up here at the top that don't understand the people at the bottom. And I feel like some of the people, if some of the people at the bottom were up with the people at the top, like standing next to them, like that guy that works a construction job, that owns his construction company, you know, that maybe says, I have 20 workers. That guy, take that guy and put him at the top, because that guy knows what's going on. That guy sees it day to day, every day, works with customers, works with people. Those are the type of people I feel we need running our country.
Bids on jobs constantly because he's trying to make a living.
Yeah, you know, that understands what, you know, that person is the guy that goes and builds your house, understands that economic economy better than any of us could, because he understands what's put into the home, the price of the home, you know, where you live, and he looks at all those different things to make his job something.
He has inflow of money and outflow of money, whereas politicians, they just keep taking money. And none of their money is going out the door. It's all of our money. So they have no problem taking more money from us because it doesn't affect them.
And I also believe that those wages should definitely change. That's a big thing, because I feel if you are providing a public service, that you don't need a huge amount of money to live off of. You need enough money to afford a nice 3-bedroom house and to live in. You know, maybe 2-3 acres worth of property. I don't understand why people need so much money. You know,
especially of our money, to not do anything,
right?
Year after year after year after year.
And when nothing ever gets done, then nothing ever changes.
That's what happens when you hire all your friends. Honestly, that's what happens when you hire all your friends.
You lose all your money, but your friends get rich. But when they get voted out, they're not being voted. They're being fired. They shouldn't still be getting money the rest of their life. You should not be retiring from public service. You should just do what your civic duty is, and then move on. Let somebody else come along. Right. All these old people, like, they're still running it the same way they did 60 years ago. Times have changed. Yeah, there was no technology. A computer took up this whole room back then. Now you have a computer in your pocket. Like, they had horse carriages and stuff like that. Like,
if you went to your job and didn't get anything done, would you be still working? Would you still have a job?
If I got fired, I would love to still get paid.
Right.
For the rest of my life. That would be great. I would take the money and run. And it's not even close to $180K a year. But yeah, the duopoly is just, it's too much, man. Like, the divide, they keep pushing everybody to the sides where the middle is the only common ground. That's why nothing ever gets done. You're on this side for 8 years. Oh, we're going to give this side a try. And it just keeps getting farther and farther and farther and farther. They're all getting fucking fat pockets. And we just get like the crumbs and just sit here and watch. Like, well, maybe this person will change stuff, but nothing's ever changing.
So vote, because it's your only way to affect change at this point in time.
And it doesn't matter who you vote for. We're not trying to tell you who to vote for. Not at all. I strictly am a third-party person. I walked away last election, and I feel great. Like, when I finally stepped away from the establishment, I felt great. Granted, my party, didn't get nothing. And up until a year ago, I was going to vote for a guy that wears a rubber boot on his head. Because that's how bad shit is. That's my option. A guy who can't remember who he's running against. A guy who's got a spray-on tan and, like, trying to do, like, he should be, like, pitching stuff to me, like Veronco. Set it and forget it.
Well, that's what he is. He's a pitch man.
Yeah, he's a pitchman. He's an entertainer. That's what he's doing. I'd hate to see what we get in another 4 years.
Same shit.
I'll vote for the guy with the boot on his head. I'm going to give everybody a toothbrush and a pony. So you get good teeth and you get responsibility because you got to take care of that fucking pony. But no, just go out and vote. Just do it.
Moral of the story.
Yeah.
And no matter if you do go out and vote or not, just make sure you like and subscribe.
Yeah, you can vote for us with a like and subscribe.
Oh, that was perfect. Look at that.
Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your night.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Be safe. Stay frosty. Start the movie.
Yeah.
Alright, what we got on tap?
The big slow. Ooh.
Columbine Kid.
Boo.
First, weighing 700 pounds, it's the big slow.
Woo. Look at that camera work.
Yeah, hot crowd.
Big Lewis. Look at how huge he is. He barely fit through that door. Holy fuck.
That, I've been to that particular location in the BCW arena, and that is an 8-foot doorway. So this man has to be at least 8 feet.
It's a shaved Sam Squinch just slothing into the ring.
Beautiful in the background.
Look at that back.
A lot of people don't realize, if you notice the nonchalant attitude, Orange Cassidy got his original gimmick from the Big Slow.
I did not but I just put that together. That is a very good idea.
And he gets the ropes the same way.
And he was just
He
scared.
said, I'm not coming. No, he said he's not coming out until they play his music the right way.
Your fat ass.
He's gonna
Then
road
I
dog
shoot
his
your
way
ass
to the
up
ring.
like Dylan and Chris did that fucking school, you faggot motherfucker.
Nobody cares. We're gonna zoom out.
From your mom. Because you'll choke slam you through the ring.
Nice.
Ooh, look at that.
With the flip it. Yep.
You're juggling Joe.
I'm gonna say there's gonna be kicks.
Some nice Brazilian kung
Well,
fu.
hurry up and then get over here. Get finished with what you're doing then.
You're gonna eat him.
I thought he was coming.
Big Slow's not having it.
doing them both at the same time.
This is not a mismatch at all.
No, this is not. This is a very equal fight. Columbine Kid. A lot of people underestimate his bench press, as well as his leaping ability, which you just showed right there. Big Slow already in trouble. Very, very early.
I'm not sure who booked this match.
He hasn't even had time. He hasn't even taken the time to take off his jacket.
That would ruin the whole gimmick. You know, he might have an Uzi or shotgun, something underneath there. Look at that, nonchalant pick him up like.
Picked him up like a sack
I'll
of
have to go see
potatoes and slammed him down like a sack of shit.
Falcon Arrow.
He
A
could have easily
pinning
went for the pin
maneuver,
right
but he
there.
didn't
He
go
could
for
easily
the,
went
he
for the
didn't
pin.
go for the pin. He's just toying with him. Oh,
Yeah.
massive leg drop.
Big Slow is out here to dish out some punishment.
It's like a tree trunk getting dropped on you.
Look, he brought him down to his size.
Columbine Kid with a hot comeback.
The Shining Wizard.
If he hadn't knocked him down, he couldn't have kicked him in the face. There's no way.
I think it's because you got
The rope. Shows the order.
That's horrible.
Oof.
He sure is.
Oh my goodness. Nuts in the face. The most embarrassing move in professional wrestling.
You want nuts? These nuts?
It's embarrassing for both of them, actually. I don't know why he did that.
I don't know why grown men decided to do that in the wrestling.
And
And he's
then
all the way across the ring.
climbing the ropes on the opposite end.
Rah.
Was that a drop kick? Did he break his
I
ankle?
don't know.
Double elbow. Oh!
You said enough of that.
Is the cameraman drunk?
I think there's a good possibility because I believe it looks like a Bob filming.
Almost. Would have passed.
Columbine kid would have worked with him. He could have done something really impressive.
What do you mean? This is a legit one. This is a fight against two guys who know each other, obviously.
Never put your arm down, kids.
Slaps him in your face.
Just slap them.
That is hardcore
That's
from,
what you do in an actual legit real fight. You slap the guy.
especially when you're the Columbine kid.
Why is the Columbine kid asking for help in the crowd when he is clearly the bad guy?
He just did.
That's such a takeover, and that was pretty impressive for both of them. The ginger rope and the drop out of the.
At least he got a big stitch on that.
I don't think that's where he wants to take this. Outside of the ring, with a guy twice his size. Very
Taunting. He's taunting him outside the ring.
Very,
I think he was showing off with the shaving his armpits.
Nobody saw it. Where's the
Street
referee?
sign.
Have we ever established a
Oh, he
referee?
hit himself in the head.
Is there a referee?
I do not believe there is a referee.
There is somebody.
So this match is unsanctioned.
I think it's the announcer calling everything that's going on in the ring.
Maybe the cameraman is the referee. That's why he's all over the place.
Apparently back in this time, like, people couldn't get all the way to Lakewood where this event happened.
Oh, that's
Yes, Lakewood.
I think he did finally shoot a load in.
Right here's where they should be counting the 10 count.
I think the big slow dropped the load, and that's why his pants are falling.
Big slow is up.
Either that or they should take him out back and just put him out of his misery.
right now. Yeah, right where he wants it.
Size advantage. Into the turnbuckle.
How's it going?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh.
And he's tangled up in the ropes. He broke the ring.
Somebody get that.
This man is a
Somebody
monster.
get that.
Going up for the goozle.
Choke slam.
Nice.
He didn't
That's
set it
gonna
up,
be-
and he's
that's gonna
still.
be it for the oh, and an elbow drop for good measure. That's going to be it for the Columbine
Oh, he
kid.
kicked out. What?
Face is bloody.
Still seeing live. Ginger slaps.
That was a back kick.
Ooh. Oh, they're just into the cameraman there.
Thanks for that. Thanks for holding that.
I think he made himself out of rope.
Let's do it. Oh, no. Right into a choke
Oh,
slam.
into a choke slam.
That's got to be it for Columbine kid. Why is Big Slow not
Oh,
doing
he's
it?
climbing the ropes.
Oh.
No!
Oh! That's
One.
gotta be it. 1, 2,
You can't hold the ropes.
3,
One.
No, that's right. That's no more on the ropes.
2, and 3. The Big Slow is victorious.
Oh my gosh, look at that blood rolling.
Doesn't look like the face of a winner, but I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that is a win.
The big
For
slow.
the Big Slow.
Woo! Yeah.
Very nice.
Oh man, good stuff. Definitely.
It goes to show that you don't need a 25-minute WrestleMania epic.
Just needs very
Yeah.
As always, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Comment.
See y'all next time.
Happy Halloween.
Peace.
The audacity of Justin to wrestle as a Columbine kid.